everyone, how's everyone doing? Hope you all are doing good. So today I am going to bring in a video on Conjured Rices. What is Conjured Rices? Basically, what is conjuring? Conjuring is used for the term is a term used for a root worker. Root workers, as in people who are into hoodoo. Root workers are basically people who are who can work on any spell, any issue, anything by invocations, incantations with the right selective herbs, oils and ingredients. That is what is actually conjuring. Now if you ask me, is conjuring a part of our Indian thing? If you, in that ways, I will give a small example. In the African culture or in the conjuring culture, rice plays a very important role in terms of manifestation related works, in terms of luxuries related works, in terms of achieving or getting things that we desire, right? So now in our Indian tradition, if you see, specifically in the north, I have seen this. When the woman gets married and goes, she is asked to throw the rice at the back. Again, a symbolization of good luck, a symbolization of happiness. And when she goes to her new house, the house which is going to be her house for life, there she is asked to kick a pot of rice, because when she's kicking the pot of rice, it is basically, she is the Lakshmi of the house, and she will bring in that house happiness, prosperity, abundance, everything that a family needs. So if you see in that way, rice actually has its own speciality, right? So that is what we talk about when we say rice. So conjured rices, what do? Conjured rices work specifically on our manifestations. Then though you people will say just a simple white rice will do. White rice is something, a different concept, because white rice, if you see, we offer white cooked rice to our ancestors. I have always said, to make your ancestors happy, you need to keep white cooked rice. So why so many colored rices? What is the ideology behind these colored rices? First point, color is a symbolization of what we desire, what we want in life, and color is a way of telling the universe what it is that we want to achieve in our specific areas of life. One thing is that. Now again, for example, I will give an example. I will start with my green rice, because my green rice has been really famous for long. And I have also in my YouTube channel, before I forget, when you can type green rice under my magic of healing, and you will find how to make this green rice. So you will know how many ingredients are needed, how people work with green rice. So green rice is for what? Green is the color for money, for prosperity, for abundance. So green rice will bring in money. What are the ways of using this specific conjured green rice? Again, let me tell you, when I say conjured, it is not that I take, for a small example, if for example, say a particular psalm, say Psalm 11. I'm just giving an example because I don't want to indicate and say the right things properly. For example, Psalm 11 is the psalm I'm taking for a particular rice. Okay, it can be for any rice. So what will I do is, when I'm making that rice, it will have a blend of 11 ingredients. So when I say a blend of 11 ingredients, it will be like either 5 herbs, 5 oils, and this one will be the rice, or it will be say 7 herbs and 3 oils and 1 rice, or something like that. And what we do is, we say, for example, as I said, it is Psalm 11, then we energize and invoke the energies for 11 days, each day 11 times. So this is a small example which I have given on how we work when we make conjured rices. There are conjured powders, there are conjured oils. Basically, a root worker is where she or he works with roots. Now roots are nothing but herbs and essential oils, and also with the ingredients which connect directly to the nature. So how do I use this specific, say, green rice? I will give you 2-3 ways of using, because see, in my sale I had launched these So many people had asked me, Pinky ji, how do we use? So I thought, why not make a video in such a way that whichever rice someone has picked, they will know how to use it, and those who have not heard about these beautiful and powerful rices before, they will pick it up and they will benefit from it. And for those who don't know what is conjure, then one pot of conjure is this, is what which I am going to speak. So what I do, what are the ways in which I have tried? I have taken plain green candle and say I have carved that Pinky is earning so much a month, and I have surrounded with green rice and burnt it. This is one way I have done. I have also used green rice in my locker, in my cash box, in my money box. I sprinkle green rice and keep for abundance to come. I also make a small potli with a green color cloth, and then I hang it in the entrance that money comes inside the house. Again, don't mix the rices and put, because sometimes it becomes the color of rainbow, but if the rainbows are in the straight line, then the universe knows what is what. If the rainbow, imagine a rainbow from the sky getting mixed up, then even the universe will not know what is the color over there, right? So specifically, so if you want money in a green potli, you will put little of this and then you will hang it in the entrance, in your entrance. Now you have a cash box in your shop. In the cash box, you can put it again in the same small green potli and you can keep it. What you can also do is you can make mojo bags for yourself and for your clients. Now when you make mojo bags, most of you all know a lot of herbs which are specifically for money, for love and for everything. So you will use money related mojo bags, money related herbs in a green colored mojo bag. You will add a little bit of green rice. You can add coins in that. You can add your currency note. If you're a person who's earning in India and in abroad, then you can even add the country's currency which you're earning, one currency from there and one from India. So like that you can mix match and you can make a mojo bag and you can incant it, invoke it, and then you can give it to your client or to yourself. Even with Mahalakshmi ji, you can keep this little bit of rice in her foot on a Friday, in her feet on Friday, and then you can put this rice with the rose flowers. For example, I will tell you, I always offer her red roses or yellow roses. So I make those roses to dry, and then I take a little bit of those roses and I take a little bit of this green rice. I also use my golden and the yellow rice when I keep it for Mahalakshmi ji, because if you see, again I will be coming in detail, but yellow, gold and green is all related to money, business related money, abundance and prosperity. So what I do is I mix all these, I keep it in front of her, and then I add my Kubera coins, I add my money related herbs and everything, and then I chant the Mahalakshmi mantra and I make a potli and then I keep it in my cash box or I hang it in my entrance. That is also one way of using it. So should I use this bottle in one full stretch? It won't be needed. Maybe use little, keep it, and then use it after a month. For example, now if you are a person who sprinkles in your cash box, once you feel that once a month you cleanse your cash box, then discard that rice and then put fresh rice. Little bit of rice will do, just a teaspoon of rice will do. And also before I forget, mojo bags, because mojo bags, for me, a mojo bag shelf life, a proper energized mojo bag shelf life can be good up to 1 year, 1.5 years. Then you can use this in that also. Again, overall, sometimes what I do is I just take a little bit in my hand and then I intend that money is coming to me, I am attracting abundance in my life, and then what I do is I sprinkle it in my purse and I keep it. So these are few ways of using green rice. What all colored rices I have here? 2, 4, 6, 7 types of rices which I make. So this is for green rice. Before I forget, if you like the video, then comment on this video. Maybe if you all want to know more about hoodoo, more about conjuring, more about root work, then comment on this video. Then I will bring in more such tips. Maybe I will also bring in 1 or 2 simple spells and tips with conjuring and how it can benefit you as when you try it at home. So these are the 7 rices which I make. So as I said, comment on it and like the channel, subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon. I keep telling this every video after every video, because when I bring in new ideas or when I bring in new videos, you will know what all, you will be notified whenever I am bringing it. So that's about the green rice. Now coming to the golden rice. Now when I say golden rice, the term itself is gold, the name of the work of Mahalakshmi ji. So the blessings of Mahalakshmi is there in this rice. What I do is one of the main ingredient that I add in this is a little bit of lotus petals or lotus oil, because Mahalakshmi ji likes lotus. Sometimes when I offer jasmine flowers to Mahalakshmi ji, then I dry those flowers and also I add. Many ways you can use this. Actually, whenever a client comes to me for a recommendation as to Pinky ji, I am in business. What is it that I should pick in your rice? I tell them go for green, yellow and gold rice as a combination, because it is more like, as I say in my Reiki class, when you give Reiki with a symbol, it's different. When you burn a light green candle and give Reiki, then the candle's energy and your energy and the symbol's energy works. When you give a crystal to the client and you combine these three energies, then it is multiple energies. Like that, I tell them to pick all the three as a combo, because these three on their own itself is a powerful pack for money to come in our lives. Okay, so coming back to gold rice, mojo bag, it works beautifully in mojo bags. What I do is I don't take, I always add one Kubera coin in this. Basically, I will not be able to show you here properly, but there is a Kubera coin in this which I add, which I pick from the Kubera Mandir, and then I add one more herb, which if you see on top, it's a round small herb. So what I do is, most of the times I keep it open every day, just this whole thing. I keep it open every day for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and then I smell it. Actually, the smell is amazing. I don't know. I just go mad with the smell whenever I smell the thing on its own. So coming back to the video, so I smell it and then I just chant Om Mahalakshmi Namaha. May Goddess Mahalakshmi bless me and my family with abundance, wealth, prosperity, and all the good things in life. I just say that for 11 times, and then after 10 minutes I closed off because I don't want the smell to go. But you can use it in your mojo bags. You can even use it in your, you can surround your candles and you can burn. I have stopped surrounding the candles and burning because I feel, such lovely rice and such costly rices and all should not be wasted in candles. Instead, put it in cash boxes, carry it with you and smell it like this. So that is why I use it. Now, as I said, I always give a combination of green, yellow and gold rice. This is my yellow rice. Yellow rice I also give for children who are lacking in education. For that also I give, because this I have encountered with the energies of Jupiter, and I have also encountered with the energies of focus and concentration. Now this focus and concentration does not need to be necessarily only for earning money. When you combine it with green and gold rice and this, it becomes focus and concentration on money. When you give it to children, what I tell parents is pick up rosemary oil from the market, put more rosemary oil in this, and then keep in a small bowl where they study, tie it in a yellow cloth and tie it in the bedside table where they are, where they sleep. And in their study table also I tell them to tie and keep, so that they are focusing on their studies. Along with this, I also tell them to burn rosemary oil in diffuser for their focus and concentration. I also give them the yellow owl candles, because I bring in, as every time yellow owl has worked beautifully. So now coming back to our business, how does this work in business? What I do is, specifically whenever they pick only yellow rice, I tell them don't use it at home. Use it only where you do your business. Now if someone is working from home, then I tell them go for a green rice. Don't go for a business rice, because wherever you do business is where customers come into your place. Now when you do a work from home or an online business, customers don't come there. So this works beautifully where you take a small pinch of rice, or just a handful of rice on, and weekly once, it can be a Friday, it can be say a Tuesday, a day of Mars, you can sprinkle in your entrance, intending that a lot of customers are walking in. Once a week is enough, because then only this bottle will come for you for at least 5 to 6 months, and with that it works beautifully. You can sprinkle a little bit of this with your green rice in your cash box so that money flow comes. But business rice is mainly used where you have your own place of business, or else if it is a child who's not studying, then you can use this. So now coming back to my return to sender rice, one of the most powerful rices which till date I have made, or I have seen beautiful energies, is my return to sender rice. In Bika level 2, I always teach a return to sender spell for people who do BM, that is black magic, or who do spirit attacks, or who do unwanted energies. But for people who have not done Bika, now I have not done Bika, I don't know what is Bika, I don't know how to return unwanted energies to person who have harmed me. Then I ask them to put it in a small black mojo bag and hang it in the entrance, so that any harm entering the house goes back to the person. I ask them to surround this alone. I ask them to surround little in a black candle and burn it, intending that the energy of the black candle with the rice is sending back whatever was sent to my client, and it goes back to the person who is harming us. And specifically what I also do is I ask them to take a small black muslin cloth, and then in that add a small pinch of rice and hang it in the bedside down under the bed, so that if in night or through any other way someone is harming us, then it goes back to them. This is also one of the way I use it. So this is my return to sender rice. Then comes my love rice. Love rice is for any love related issues that I do. I tell my students to keep it in the southwest of the bedroom, the southwest corner of the bedroom. I still remember I used to give people this with mandarin ducks, rose quartz mandarin ducks. I used to give them, and then what I used to do is I used to tell them, keep the mandarin ducks, but now the mandarin ducks have to be kept with beaks attached, right, on the southwest corner. And I used to tell them to sprinkle the love rice around it, and little bit of love rice with this type of a root also I have suggested many people. This is a maguey root, M-A-G-U-E-Y, maguey root. I asked them to put this maguey root and little bit of love rice in a mojo bag, and then tie it in the bedside of your partner, so that they are more loving towards you and they are more happy and attracted towards you. Now coming to the blue rice, one of my personal favorites, and I really love using this rice because most of you all know I love Archangel Michael. My personal favorite is Archangel Michael. So whenever I use this rice, I have seen unwanted people going away from my life, unwanted energies going away from my life. What I do is, whenever I feel really down, or I feel my health is giving up, or I'm not feeling good, then I just take a little bit of this rice, I keep it in my hand, and I invoke the energies of Archangel Michael to come and bless me and to come and heal me. And then what I do is I put it in a white color muslin cloth, and I keep it under my pillow. I keep it for 11 days at a stretch. On the 11th day I discard it, or I throw it in the crossroads, and I have seen beautiful benefits out of it. For children, many parents come to me saying we are scared of our children, we are worried that someone will harm the children. Now for them, what I tell them is that put this in a small potli and keep it under their pillows, or not pillows, under the mattress, because what children do is they play around, they throw it off. So under the mattresses. You can also put this in your entrance, sprinkle a little bit of this in your entrance on every Thursdays, intending that Michael is protecting your house from any harm, from any unwanted energy. So through that also you can use this. Now coming to my last and latest launch, which is the African Orishas rice. You all know people wait for my Hoodoo workshop, which comes only once in 6 months. People wait for my advanced levels Hoodoo workshop, my basic level Hoodoo workshop, because I bring in only once in 6 months. So why I love Hoodoo so much is because of the 7 Orishas. These 7 Orishas are more like gods who will help you in you achieving whatever you want, in you getting whatever you desire. So this is more like invoking the energies of all 7 Orishas under one roof, seeking their blessings and attracting what you desire. Now for this alone, a little different way, what I do is on every Amavasya, whenever I am doing the ancestral blessing ritual, I keep this little bit in a cup, and then I tell the Orishas, come, bless me, and see to that my ancestors are coming and blessing me, and then I throw this rice in the crossroads and I come. Because the rice which I keep for my ancestors, the blue candles which I burn, the rice I keep in the terrace for the crows, the blue candles I allow them to burn completely. But this little rice I keep it in the crossroads with 7 coins, because 7 Orishas, so 7 1 rupee coin or 5 rupee coins, whatever I feel, 7 coins and 7 candles. I do that and then I keep it and come. I have seen beautiful changes. I have seen Orishas blessing me. I have seen my ancestors blessing me, and I have seen beautiful changes. So I hope you all enjoyed this video of Orishas, and I hope you all understood how these rice work and what is a conjure rice. Do let me know if you liked it, and do comment on the channel so that I can bring in more such videos on conjuring, on Hoodoo works, on anything that you want. I'm always there to help you and guide you. And do like the channel, subscribe the channel, and click on the bell icon. As usual, thank you all for loving me, and I pray that you all are blessed with loads of happiness and all your dreams come true. Thank you.